Hi, and welcome to a brand new video of the Target Individual Program, the Target Individual Experience. Um, woke up and I saw that Pam called me twice because she had wanted me to go with her to take Ethan to get his first COVID vaccine shot. Now, I for one, I told her she should wait, but you know, since he has to go back to school and they're doing in class schooling. He has to go to summer school along with my daughter, so she has to get hers also. But she can't get hers yet because it has not been approved for children around her age. So, hanging up the phone with her, it was a very short conversation. A few minutes later, police sirens again. Then I had to I had to open up a dispute from PayPal of a book that I bought. This book is called The Pot Plot. I purchased that book May 2nd. They said I should receive the book within 2 weeks. I gave them 3 weeks. Didn't receive the book. I contact the publisher, A-Team Publishing. This is Dr. Wesley Muhammad book called The Pot Plot. So I decided to get that book after watching interview with him. Not interview, a presentation with him. And he talks about how the CIA altering the chemicals within weed or marijuana. And basically what they did was to make it more addictive. And also by introducing certain components, chemical components, you talk about effeminizing the men who smoke marijuana. Particularly, it affected black men, right? So, I contacted them twice. They had not. They were like, "We'll get back to you." I had not received any other email from them besides "Thank you for contacting us, and we'll get back to you." And it's been over a month now. So I decided to open up a resolution dispute. And I did the paying for thing, which is like every 2 weeks you pay. It was like $15, something like that, 15.50 anyway. So I tried to go online to open up a dispute, but I couldn't do it, so I had to call. And I think this is their doing. I've opened up a dispute before in PayPal, and I usually go to the resolution center and they say open up a dispute. But for some reason, whenever I try to do that, it give me a message saying that they're experiencing issues and problems. Okay, so there you go. So that's it. I just got up today. It's just like after 3, and gonna get something to eat, and then we'll see how the rest of the day goes. I'm gonna take a walk outside. Probably go to the park, sit down, and do another talking session. I have to say, and we'll see what happens. Okay. I'll tell you, last night, early this morning was quite interesting. But I'll put the video out. You guys can look at it, and you definitely see the type of harassment that I've been receiving over the years. From time to time, particularly involving the NYPD. Like I said last night, those 2 police officers covering their badge and their name patch, they turned to the side so I wouldn't recognize them or what have you. And finally, I had to go into my phone, and guess what? They did change the setting. They changed the setting to because I usually have my phone video recording at 60 frames per second because it's much more steady, and so they changed it to 30 frames per second. That's why it was so jittery as I was walking. Though I have image stabilization on, or video stabilization on. So yeah, again, this is what they do, right? Like I said, from time to time when they target me and they don't want me to show or get like the people who they have involved to get them on video. Like I said, when I left Pam's apartment last night, I pressed the record button on the phone. The screen was on. I walked, I walked out about a block, turned, and there was a perp walking towards me doing hand signal, and I went to look at my phone, and I said to myself, why am I? Because I wanted to make sure that it was recording, right? And then I saw that, it wasn't recording, and I'm like, okay, but by that time the person had already left, and that's when you see the video started, you know, at that point, and it was very hazy, very blurry. So again, I had to go back and check the autofocus and stuff like that to make sure that those things were, wasn't turned off. But, that's what they do. Okay. All right. So I'll see you guys in the next video.